Batum out top, aggressive against Ingles. Now a switch. Bogdanovich against Batum with 4 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich gets the hook shot to go.
Good patience by the Jazz.
Turns it over. They got a 3-on-1. Mitchell didn't finish the alley-oop, kicked it back out to Ingles, who broke out of his shooting slump in the previous game. In this series and in the previous one against Dallas, he responded in Game 3 big time against the Mavericks with 29 points. Ingles knocks down.
Better percentage.
Here's Reggie Jackson into the ball game quickly for Los Angeles. Jackson had his best game of the playoffs in the previous game. He led the way in scoring, and he rains one in from deep as well. Why 0 for 2 to start this game. Ingles, another 3-ball on the way. This one's short. Gobert with the rebound and lays it home.
They went from last year 28th in physicality on Rudy Gobert. He's already gotten to the offensive window twice now.
Gobert in drop coverage there. They switch back. Jackson being guarded by Mitchell. And now O'Neal on Jackson. Shot clock down to 6. Cross court to Morris. One more to George, and he slams it home.
So what do you notice? The spacing.
Foul call against the Jazz. Michael Smith, James Williams, and Kane Fitzgerald are officials tonight. Take one more look at it here. Sometimes they call that a brush screen in the business, but I don't know. Under 8 minutes to go in the first.
It's going to be a long night for a guy that sets, I don't know, over 100 picks per game, Rudy Gobert.
How about that? Jackson, 6 on the shot clock. They go deep into the shot clock again, and a positive result by Reggie Jackson for the second time.
Well, Reggie Jackson was 4 for 8 from 3 in Game 2, big part of their comeback, and now he's made a couple here, so Jazz got to tighten up on him.
Jackson, one of the better stories for the Clippers, inserted as a starter for Ty Lue and the Clippers after Game 2 of the previous series. Mitchell launching from deep off the mark, rebounded by Paul George. Royce O'Neal on defense. George steps back and drills it. Got into his rhythm, Doris.
Yeah, that's just excellent individual offensive play. Royce O'Neal is an elite defensive player. He won't put his head down just because he's been scored on.
O'Neal, one more to Ingles. Bogdanovich goes quickly with it. He missed the layup.
I would think that's the matchup they attack, because with Kawhi checking Donovan, that means Bogey has a size advantage with Reggie Jackson.
Paul George missing from deep. Inside for Gobert. Man, that was supposed to be a lob, but it went all the way across court. Out of bounds. It'll stay. Pardon me, it's going to be Clipper basketball.
So Reggie Jackson picking up where he left off, starting to feel comfortable. Bogdanovich checking him. He's sort of giving him a cushion to give up the drive, and Jackson lets him hear it. And then, listen, Royce is doing his job. Down in the stance, staying between him and the basket. That's just excellent skill by Paul George.
Reggie Jackson had that 16-point third quarter in Game 2, which really helped to bring the Clippers back from that 21-point deficit in the second half. George goes behind his back and now going to bring it out against Derek Favors. They feel they can attack the paint against Favors. Got a good look, but couldn't cash. Jordan Clarkson into the ball game for Utah. Sixth man of the year. Here's Favors. Clippers really pushing the Jazz out near midcourt door. Mitchell against Kawhi. They double team and finds an open man. That's Bogdanovich. And he shoots an air ball. Good defense by the Clippers on that sequence.
It's similar to what happened in the third quarter. Different level of pressure on the basketball. If you pressure the basketball, you can be disruptive. The pickup point is further out top. Double team comes quickly. You get a good shot if you're Bucks. These are high-value shots for everybody in the NBA. But right now, the Clippers on a 7-0 run to even this up.
Utah started 3 for 3. They've gone cold since 1 for 9. Patrick Beverly getting ready to check into the ball game for the Clippers. The side pick and roll for Leonard. Crosses over and kicks it out to Batum. Batum fouled on the play by Royce O'Neal. It'll be before the shot, side out of bounds, Los Angeles.
Fouls seem to be mounting here for the Utah Jazz.
Clippers don't have any team fouls.
And Mark, I'll tell you,
it's just one now for Utah.
It's going to be interesting to see, does Kawhi check Donovan all night long? And are they better when they send two to Donovan? Do they close their traps better?
Wow, Leonard probed underneath and came up with the reverse. And this is the first lead of the ball game for the Clippers. 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Beverly on Mitchell. Mitchell rejects the screen and gets into the lane. Couldn't make the layup. Leonard fouled by Clarkson. That's going to be the second team foul against the Jazz. First on Clarkson.
So Kawhi Leonard, you touched on it. When Rudy goes out, their intention is to attack the paint. And Derek Favors has been excellent all year as a backup center, but Kawhi puts him right underneath the cup. Hard to guard from that spot.
Leonard's 45-point game against Dallas in Game 6 in the previous series, Doris, might be the signature game of these playoffs so far by any one player. Mitchell out top. Well, Donovan Mitchell might have something to say about that pretty soon. He goes cross-court to Clarkson. Catch and shoot three is pure.
So again, Clippers send the double at Donovan. They're going to try to make somebody else beat